Today I'm going to talk to you about aromatic diffusers and how to use an aromatic diffuser and why we want to use aromatic diffusers. Now, there are different types of aromatic diffusers, and I have several out here on the counter that I'm going to talk to you about in a little bit. You may ask, what are essential oils? Essential oils are basically extracts from herbs and plants that we use to benefit our health and our moods. Diffusers are used to distribute a few drops of oils in our atmosphere in a large room, or maybe in our car or office. It might even be in, a bedroom or a bathroom. It's wherever that you find the need that you need to use an essential oil. This is an easy and inexpensive way to reap the benefits of essential oils by diffusing the oils into our air. Let's talk about the different types of diffusers. We have several here on the counter. One of the dry diffusers that I use in my office for dropping a few drops of an essential oil, some type of citrus, to help give me more energy is this little automatic that is plugged into my computer, and there is a little fan inside that actually turns and sends air over the little pads where you place the essential oils. This is very good for a small office area. Another type of diffuser is, if you do not have a diffuser, you can use some type of pretty bowl that you may have. Get some pink Himalayan salt crystals, put about a half cup in the bowl, and add your essential oil drops. I can say about 4 or 5 drops to that area. Stir the salt around and set that out for any type of diffusing that you may have. The one that I have for the car, it's the size that it will sit down in your drink holder, and it comes with a little plug, and once you add a little bit of water to the inside and the drops that you need, then you add the lid back, and you can use the car adapter to plug into what we used to call a cigarette lighter plug, and this little adapter will help to diffuse the oil inside of a car. Today we're going to use the diffuser that I use in my home, and it is pretty heavy, and we're going to see how to basically set up this diffuser for diffusing our oil today. Okay, the first thing that you want to do is you want to decide on, what do I need my essential oil for today? Is it to help me with a mood? Is it to help me with some type of benefit? Maybe, maybe you feel a cold coming on and you want to diffuse something to help you with a cold, to help you with your immune system so that it's stronger. There are different oils for that. I suggest that you research any type of oil that you might want to use, and it's basically a trial and error. At nighttime, we use lavender, and that's what I'm going to use today and showing you how to set up your diffuser. And this helps us in our bedroom, so that if we want a better night's rest, we just simply use 4 to 5 drops in our diffuser to help with rest for about 2 hours. So during the day, when I use my dry diffuser, I usually set it on so that, and it does not have a timer where I can turn it on and off. I just simply turn the button on and off whenever that I need it to use for energy. When selecting an oil to use, make sure that you do research to see which oil you want to use. The key to this is select a high quality oil. Now, when choosing a high quality oil, that is also part of research. There's a lot of research that goes into essential oils and seeing what you can use and which oils are best for you to use. Now let's get into using our diffuser. Always make sure that your diffuser has been cleaned. Oils and water can build up, and anytime that you change out an oil, maybe I'm going from using lavender to using eucalyptus later on, if you do not clean your diffuser, then you have some particles from other oils that you have. Always follow your manufacturer's instructions when cleaning your diffuser. Before adding water, make sure that your diffuser is unplugged. Anytime that you clean your diffuser or you add or take water out of your diffuser, just be sure that it is unplugged. Now, I'm going to use either a filtered or a bottled water in my diffuser. Now, the reason I use filtered or bottled water is because if you use tap water, it can actually cause a buildup, just like with using a coffee maker or anything like that. This is purified water that I'm going to be using in our diffuser today, and you will notice that in every diffuser that I own, I know that there is a max line. Do not fill the water all the way to the max line. I try to stop just right before when adding my water. Next, we're going to add the oil. Now, when you add the oil, oils are super concentrated, which means that if you add too much oil, it can actually overkill what you are trying to do. Remember, less is more. So I usually use approximately 4 to 5 drops of my oil in my diffuser. So simply drop 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 directly into the water. Now I do not drop the oil on top of the base. You will see that there is a base in my diffuser, and that is simply helps with diffusing the steam that is going to come out once it is turned on. Once you've added your oil and your water, you can actually begin to plug up your device, and there is a porthole somewhere on your diffuser. Now my porthole is in the very back, and I'm going to plug that in. Then I'm going to add the lid on top and make sure that it's closed securely. Somewhere on my plug, I have a list of different options for turning on a light or for turning on the diffuser itself. I normally don't use the light, so when I'm selecting the amount of time that I want the diffuser, I will choose either 2 hours, 5 hours, or you can simply choose on, and it will continue to diffuse your oils as long as you have that on. I usually choose the 2 hours at nighttime when we are diffusing lavender before we go to sleep. Now I will select, and I have it on 2 hours. In a little bit, you will begin to see it diffuse a little bit of a mist out into the room. Okay, I can begin to see the mist coming out. I'm going to bring it a little bit closer to you so that you can see how it diffuses and makes a little bit of a steam that goes throughout the house. Now, like all electronics, make sure that you unplug your diffuser when it is not in use. And basically this will help with the life of your diffuser. It's said that it helps with saving money to unplug appliances when not in use. And the one thing that I make sure, the reason that I unplug is if there is a power surge may damage your appliance or your diffuser. So make sure you unplug that diffuser. But this is how we diffuse our oils in our home. If you have any comments about how you use your diffuser or any questions, please feel free to comment below. We would love to read your comments. Also, today we're going to talk with my husband Greg and find out how he's doing from using the oils that we created for leg cramps a few weeks back. He's been using those pretty frequently at night before he goes to bed. Today we're going to talk about using these oils that we had put together a few weeks ago for Greg's leg cramps. And he has been using them pretty much over the last 3 weeks. And he's going to tell you a little bit about how well these have worked with him. So.
Okay, like this one right here, we put it on at night. It keeps it from happening. You put it on daily, put it on night, and it keeps it from occurring. But you gotta use it. You gotta apply it. And this one right here, I keep by my bedside in case, you know how when you feel one coming on and that it's coming, you know. And so I'll reach for it and put it on, and it always slows it down and gets it going. But the best thing in the world you can do is use this one here. It keeps it from, because I mean it's hot, and but it don't matter if it's hot or cold with me. My system, I guess I just need to have something in place right there because I do have leg cramps.
So how did you use this at night?
You take and rub it in your hands, you know, and then I would apply it to the back of my calves, because that's basically where the muscle's at that always has them. And it would always seem like run down and have it go all the way through your foot. But it's the muscle in your calf back there that you apply it to and rub it in good. And it's worked. It really has.
And you've also rubbed this on your feet because of the cramping that you have in your feet.
I have, but like I said, you got to rub it in and let it absorb into your muscle, because I believe that's a muscle back there that tightens up or something. And I'm not, you know, I don't know exactly what's going on, but I know that it tightens up and it causes really discomfort. And I mean, everybody knows this. It's pretty painful, but that stuff works.
Okay, so as long as you were not using the oil, how often were you having cramps?
Oh, I'd have a bad one at least every week or so.
Yeah, and we've gone 3 weeks, and have you had any cramps at all?
No, I haven't. And I've been amazed at that, because I mean, I've had them in both legs and have them at the same time, you know. But since I started this, I haven't had one.
And this has been the hottest part of the summer.
It sure has.
So, and this is when you normally have cramps, is when it is hot outside, you've been working outside, and your job is where you're working outside.
Right. And also when it gets cold and it's a bitter, like a dry cold, it'll do the same to your body it does to me. But like I said, since I've been doing this, I haven't had one.
So are you going to continue using this?
I sure am. If it works, you know, and this is proven to work, use it.
Yeah.
But you gotta use it. You can look at it all day long. You gotta absorb it into where you have these cramps.
Yeah.
And like I said, keep this one here, the other one at hand, but I'm not really. You can see I'm not using that one. But now this one here, there's less in it, so I am using it.
Great. Well, now, if you need the recipe to the leg cramp, I will link the video below, and you can watch that of how I put that oil together, and I will also add the recipe in the description below. So, there you go.
Sounds good.
All right.
We'll see you. Y'all take care.
Thank you for visiting us today on the Rustic Cottage. So be sure to subscribe and come back and join us in our community. We'd love to have you here.
That's right.
Take care.
Y'all take care.
Thanks.
See ya.